Guys, today I'll be reviewing this 2010 Porsche Boxster S. Again, this is a 3.4 PDK, and being a 987 Gen 2, it is the facelift of the 987 models, running from 2009 to 2011. This addressed a lot of the main issues the Boxster suffered with, and other Porsche models for that matter. Along with that came the 911 997 Gen 2, which were phenomenal cars. These are great value for money. And yeah, this one's finished in basalt black metallic, and being an S, that was a £7,000 premium over the standard 2.9 Boxster, giving you a number of different features. You've got halogen front headlamps with these facelift sort of LED DRL lights at the bottom here, with fog lamps. This one's also got the Sunsport front black mesh grills as an option as well, which was sort of later fitted. I think these are sort of 500 quid now if you want to put them on the car. They look really sporty and sort of just give it a more aggressive stance at the front here, being all blacked out there. And yeah, this one's got £7,000 of options, making this one around £50,000 when new, which is quite a lot. It's got the 90-inch Carrera S Mark II alloys, finished in silver. These were quite expensive option, as you had 17s, 18s, and then the 19s being the biggest, which came on the 911s. These are the exact same alloys which came on the 997 Gen 2s, hence why they're called Carrera S Mark II alloys, because they are the Mark II version of the 911S Carrera, which is really nice. You've got 320mm front and 300mm rear cross-drilled discs. I think they're 4-piston each with red calipers as part of that S package. Along with the S package, you had 55 extra horsepower, which on a naturally aspirated Boxster 6 like this is significantly more. These are a more desirable car. They are so nippy, and yeah, the S also gave you rear exhaust pipes here, twin tail pipes instead of the sort of square or rectangular exhaust pipe you got on the standard car. And yeah, you have a Boxster S badging in black and with a red logo, which is really cool. I think most of them come in red, but yeah, that was an option to have the black logo, which again just makes it a bit more sporty with a basalt black paintwork. It is a stunning looking car with you know, basalt bodywork. It's really lovely. And then yeah, under this sort of rear compartment here, you've got some storage, along with your oil and your coolants, which is quite cool. They recommend what oil to use as well, Mobil 1. And underneath all this carpeting here, you've got the 3.4 litre naturally aspirated Boxster 6 or flat 6 with 310 brake horsepower, a 55 horsepower jump over the outboard 2.9 litre base models. These being the Gen 2, they have DFI and they have elimination of the IMS shaft and bearing. So basically, these didn't suffer with IMS, and neither did they suffer with bore scoring, because on earlier Boxsters, I think they sort of were okay with a bore scoring and sort of the IMS, but that was on the non-S models mainly. But now here's your opportunity to basically own a Boxster or Cayman S model with the updated DFI engine. So this used direct fuel injection, and it obviously better coated cylinder liners to you know, eliminate that bore scoring. On interior here, we've got the partial leather seats, so you get standard leatherette with Alcantara. This one's got a partial leather seat option, which gives you full leather seats, but you still get sort of a normal dash. You do have to pay extra for a full leather interior, which basically gives you a different dash. But yeah, the partial leather is effectively full leather because the seats are full leather. But yeah, Porsche do like to complicate things. You've got the two-way electrically adjustable seats, as well as the optional carbon door sill guards, which are really cool. The Boxster S logo, finished in high gloss carbon, and you've got your window switches there with your second door pocket for storage, which is nice. And this one is optioned with the 7-speed dual clutch PDK transmission. Again, on the Gen 2, it's almost the opposite way round. On the older 987 Gen 1, you sort of want a manual, because the Tiptronics are very sluggy. They're a 5-speed automatic gearbox, but on these, the PDK is significantly quicker than the manual. It's a much smoother car to drive, and you know, the clutch is quite hard on the manuals, to be fair, but the PDK is a phenomenal gearbox. It's probably the best gearbox I've ever driven in a Porsche, especially on the newer models, where they're even quicker and they're blisteringly quick. But yeah, to start it up, you just twist the key and you've got that lovely 3.4 coming up, which is nice. You've got the Carrera white dials, which are an option as well, which again, really lovely, complement the basalt black exterior really well, and black interior, and sort of a PDK steering wheel with you know, the flappy paddles here. So you've got plus and minus on each side. Porsche do like to complicate things in the sense that you've got plus and minus on this side and plus and minus on this side. For that matter, I just recommend using this, or just sliding the gearbox into drive and then that way, and then going down and up, which is quite cool. This one's got the very rare high gloss carbon interior trim, or sort of central tunnel. So this gives you high gloss carbon running down from here all the way to the PDK transmission tunnel, which is really cool. And yeah, you've just got a bit of carbon here and there. Very cool looking, very rare option. I've never seen a base Boxster or a Boxster S have this, for that matter, on a Gen 2. You've got heated front seats as an option, automatic single zone climate control as an option, and this one comes with the CDR30 radio, which gives you radio, Bluetooth, and FM and AM radio, which is quite nice. So you've got telephone preparation, FM. Obviously it doesn't have a PCM, but I think later on you can sort of fit a PCCM, which is a Porsche Classic communications module with Apple CarPlay and everything. They do charge quite a lot, about £1,000 to £2,000, depending on the suitability of a model. But you've also got the CD player as well, and yeah, your temperature adjustment. The heated seats is quite nice. A handful of them don't have heated seats. The last one I sold didn't have heated seats, funny enough. But yeah, you've got some storage inside here, original book pack, full service history with a bit of Porsche at the start. I think 3 Porsche services at the start. Really nice. And yeah, you've got your cup holders here as well, your classic dashboard cup holders, which can be slotted like that, which is quite cool. And yeah, your mirror. This one's got optional wind deflector as well. And I'll just quickly show the spoiler, which comes up. So you just hold the button and the spoiler just raises up and lowers, which is quite cool. But yeah, we'll just move out off the car real quick. You've got your home headlamps as well, bi-xenon headlamps, which is nice, and the coloured Porsche crest. And to open the boot and the front, you just press these 2 tabs on the bottom there, or you've got the classic style Porsche key, which effectively is this button's lock and unlock. It'll make that chirping noise if one or more doors are open. And you've got this button for the front, this button for the rear boot. So it's quite a minimalistic key, unlock and lock button on the same button, which is quite simple, you know, it's not overly complicated. And yeah, underneath the front, it is very impressive on the Cayman and Boxsters. You can fit so much shopping in here. You can fit around 3 massive bags of shopping, which is quite good. You know, very deep sort of storage there. And you've also got some storage pockets inside here to store items, which can be opened from the bottom or the top. And you've got your power steering reservoir there, along with your washer fluid. So everything's very easily accessible. The engine, I'd say, is the only bit which isn't accessible. But then again, it is very easy to just do the oil change and filter. You just lift the car up and the oil's in the sort of rear compartment there. But yeah, very low maintenance, to be honest, in terms of the updated engine, and far more reliable. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in the next one. Hey guys, thought I'd just take the Boxster out for a quick spin again. You know, already test driven one of these, but you know, they are really lovely cars, and sort of just phenomenal to drive in terms of, you know, PDK and the Gen 2 model. So yeah, just give it a bit of a quick spin here. But yeah, just sound that naturally aspirated induction noise is just what these Porsches are known for. You know, PDK is blisteringly quick. Even now, you know, 15 years onwards, it's still a lot more responsive than the Tiptronic, obviously, which you got in these. But yeah, but you know, pretty fast. 310 horsepower. You know, like I said before, I think it's 55 horsepower jump over a regular car. So if you put that in sort of layman's terms, that's you know, that's almost 25% extra power, which is you know, blisteringly quick for a car like this. The really good value I'd say it's you know, definitely worth it just to spend the extra few grand to get the more reliable engine. You just don't really want to mess around with anything Gen 1 below, because you just get bore scoring. The 981, the 987 Gen 1s, they suffered with bore scoring. I think they fixed the IMS, but the S models did get bore scoring, unfortunately. But yeah, in summary, really, ideally you just want to sort of, you know, find the best example car which has got full history and, you know, doesn't have that sort of bore scoring. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the quick test drive, and see you in the next one.